Hello and welcome to the New Zealand Respiratory Conference 2016. 200 people from not only all around New Zealand but internationally have gathered here at the Pullman Hotel for 2 days, and of course the big focus this conference is to present to you the adult asthma guidelines for the first time ever. But naturally there's so much else happening as well, so right now let's catch up with some of you amazing people. Dr. Fleming, thank you for joining us. Now, what was the key focus in your presentation?
So I was talking about adolescent health, and one of the most challenging things about teenagers is they don't always want to do what they're told. When it comes to asthma, taking their medication isn't necessarily the top priority. You need to understand what else is going on in their life and get the asthma medication to fit with that.
Our wonderful Michaela here has just spoken at conference in front of everybody. Now, what was the key messages that you wanted to get across?
Thank you, Erin. So I want people to know that it's really important to try and include us, even though we can't eat the same things as them, to try and make sure that we don't feel left out.
Dr. David Martino, what are you hoping people will take away from today?
I'm hoping people will understand that genetics are important, that we need to consider both genes and environment when we're looking at the risk for these diseases, and the genetic components are going to be different in different populations.
Cassandra from Rex Medical, thank you so much for being here. Have you had any highlights of the conference yet?
Yeah, it's been really great just seeing all the nurses and all the people that work with the patients and stuff like that.
The conference is a great place to meet not only new customers, but very important to us is our existing customers, and often it becomes a bit of a user group meeting.
Bob here has come all the way from Otago. You were here last year, of course, so why have you come back?
It's a really important conference and a great thing for New Zealand. Yeah, it's been really good so far.
So I was focusing on environmental risk factors for asthma, as well as environmental factors that may protect against asthma. And I think that's probably the most important part, is how we can find out more about what protects children from developing asthma to try and reduce the already very high burden of asthma risk in New Zealand.
It has been demonstrated actually that allergy has a fundamental role in severe asthma, so allergic patients are at higher risk.
I came to conference last year and I had a great time. I learned so much that I took back to work.
And what have you taken away so far?
Oh, lots of interesting ideas, lots of interesting stuff I want to do some further research on actually.
The energy here is fantastic. My probably favourite moment of the conference was sitting in on Professor In's Asher. I think it's going to provide a real nice direction for paediatric asthma in the future.
Healers and patients are really interested in looking at healers and doctors working together and collaborating, and so exploring those issues is really important for future improved health treatment.
Just talking about the genetic pool and the new look on that was actually really interesting.
I used the song We Can Work It Out because I think it's got messages in there about saying, if you don't listen to me and really ask me about myself and about things that are important to me, then we're going to miss each other.
The main highlight that stands out for me today, Erin, is that I have been in a room with 200 people who are committed to keeping kids safe through their respiratory health and also through their allergy health. And I go into schools, I work with kids, telling them all about how to manage their asthma a lot easier. And for me to be in a room with 200 others who are trying to get out there and empower communities and keep people safe, for me has been a real highlight.